In 2025, this is the only way your wig is supposed to be looking: super flat, super good, professionally done. Let me show you how to do it. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome. OG, if you're new, you're very welcome. My name is Vivian Okike, and I'm going to be showing you how to make this wig using an industrial wig making machine. The first thing I'll be showing to you is the bundles that we're using. So we're going to be using 2 bundles of 14 inches bone straight in our cappuccino color. It is very full, super double drawn, and this is what it looks like. Okay, 1 bundle is 100 grams, so definitely 2 bundles will be 200 grams. I'm going to be using a 2x6 closure as well, same bone straight. This is 16 inches, and this is what I always do when I'm making a bob or I'm making a blunt cut. I always take the closure 2 inches higher than the bundles. That is my secret. I hope that helps. So now let's get into it. Now I'm going to be showing you how to place your closure. As you know, 2x6 is very deep and you don't want the line to be skewed in any way. So the first thing you want to do is to find the middle part of the closure and align it with the middle part of the canvas head. This closure already has a middle part, which is good. So I'm going to be lining up this middle part together with the canvas head above the cap. You get it, right? I'll be pushing the closure a little bit forward, okay, just right above the wig cap like this. Okay, be placing the pin there, and then I'm going to take the closure and trace that straight line to match with that of the canvas head. Okay, so that it's going to be super straight. So this is what I'm going to do. So we just raise it up like this, make sure that it's aligned, okay, with the canvas head, and then we're just going to pin it, because through the cap you can see the line. Then I'll be taking this very small pin and I'm going to be pinning it in the middle of the closure. Don't use the T-pin, it's going to tear it. What this will do is that when you're tugging on the 4 corners of the closure, you're not going to have the line skewed. Okay, very important. So I'm going to tug on the 4 ends, making sure that the closure is as flat as possible. Placing a 2x6 closure is not stressful as placing a 5x5 or a 6x6. Okay, that's where the the technicalities come into place. Okay, so this is what it should look like when it's completely done. I have a video already showing how to sew on a closure. That is like my stitching method, how I begin, how I end, in another video. The next step is to take a tape and then you're going to make your lines. I also have another video of this, but I don't mind repeating this one here. You see that we have 7 inches, meaning there are going to be 7 lines at the back. So I'm going to put my pin there to secure it. Now you can use a tailor's chalk like this, or you can use a crayon. I use my kids' crayon because that's what works for me. Let me tell you, Sharpies are a waste of time. They dry up and they leave stains on the wig cap that never goes out, unless maybe after a lot of wash, and you don't want to give your client that kind of wig. So I'm going to be doing the 1 inch spacing here. If I'm going to draw the line on the side, look at that first line on the 1st inch. You can see that there'll be a big space from there to the closure, right? What I'll do is I'm going to take my tape to the other side. I'm going to measure at least 1 inch or 0.8 inch spacing on that side, and I will draw straight lines. Okay, if you don't get it, just watch the video. I'm going to be demonstrating it. Now we are just going to join the line at the back. Just make a straight line so that it's easy to move it to the side. Guys, I'm not good with drawing lines in front of the camera, so anyhow it is, just manage it. Trust me, when I'm done sewing the wig, you'll see that it was actually very straight. Okay, now getting here, I'm going to draw a straight line to join the line at the back on the first line that we made. I'm going to draw another one here. I think it's just self-explanatory if you look at it. Now what this did is that it covered up that big space before we were able to join this one now. Before we can make this one now, you can see. So we just go right ahead and make the line. See guys, I was frustrated. I had to remove it from the cap and start drawing, because what is this? Yeah, so the next thing I like to do, because I'm using a machine, I like to check the bundles, if there will be enough, if I need to double them or single some. So I will just roughly check how it will look on the wig cap before I know how much to double and how much to single. This saves time. I think this is just me working smart. Then I'm going to sew the wefts. using my table machine. I don't use this to make the wig, just to sew my wefts. Okay, now this is one sewing. It is not enough because our industrial machine sews straight, it never sews zigzag, so I have to double this stitching. Okay, this zigzag stitching, I have to double it. Now this is my industrial wig machine. I might probably do another video on, you know, like in depth on how to use this machine, but this is the best investment I have made for my business. It's super fast. I don't know how people survive using that table machine to make wigs. I cannot. The way you're struggling with the wig cap and all of that. Now this is what it looks like. Remember I said it's just straight stitching, it doesn't do zigzag stitching. Okay, so you have to, you know, have that in mind if you really want to get this machine. I'm just going to run it one more time for you to see, you know, how fast, how easy this is to work with. You can make a lot of wigs in a day, right? So I'm just going to go right ahead and show you the finished result. Again, this is not really about a detailed, you know, information about this wig machine. Now this is what it looks like. As you can see, our lines are pretty straight. Forget about that thing I was doing with the crayons there. So it's pretty straight. It's evenly spaced. We had an extra weft, so I put it in between one of those lines. I will show you. Yes, so that line, I was able to put the extra weft there instead of throwing it away. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like on canvas head. So this is the finished result. It's pretty full for 200 grams. I'm going to go right ahead and straighten the hair, and I'm also going to be using my hot comb on the closure. Again, I don't think I need to bore you with that. I can make more videos on that. I also have a class as well on that. So this is what the final result looks like. It looks amazing, and we're going to go right ahead to cutting it down. Right, that is the blunt cut. Okay, so this is the clipper I love to use, the Oraimo clipper. It is super amazing. I like that it has this line here that shows you how much battery you have. It's so smooth, it's so efficient. So this is not an Oraimo advert, so let's just go right ahead into our business. So I'm going to be taking the back of the closure to measure. That is where I'm going to be using as a guide to cut. Now this is for beginners. Pay attention. The best thing you can do is to pack the hair all to the back. Okay, pack it as neat as possible, and then we'll be checking the closure at the back to see the length there, and we'll check it like this. When we get the length, if it's too high up, we'll keep moving our hands down smoothly, you know, just moving it down till we get to the point where, you know, the closure ends, and then we'll draw a straight line or cut a straight line with our clipper. Okay, when I release this hair, you're going to notice something. It has a little bit of an asymmetrical line. It's not straight, but the back is pretty straight. But this is easier because then now you can use the back to cut the front, and you don't have to cut too much. Okay, just watch what I'm going to do. So using that part, because again the back is straight, I'm going to be cutting the sides. Okay, so I'm just bothered about the sides. I'm not bothered about too much of the sides, as you can see. So I'll do this on this side, and then I'm going to turn it to the other side and do it as well. Make sure to cut all the excess hair under. Then I'll be repeating this at this side as well. So you can see this clipper is pretty easy to use, and this method is pretty fast. Okay, so this is the result. You can see that it is perfectly blunt. I'm going to go right ahead and give it a little bit of bob, you know, at the end, so that it just looks more, you know, elegant, more glam. And I'm going to put it on our mannequin, and then I'll be right back. So guys, this is what it looks like. Beautiful. If you like this video and you want more, please subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, like this video, and I'll be back with more interesting hair videos. Bye.